get jazzed up. Today, it's Tuesday. It's a day of us, the women. Let's go. Let's get it. Do you feel it? We are women, hear me roar. I am mighty, I am feces? I'm fierce. I am strong. I am a woman. Helen Reddy said it best. Hear me roar as a woman. The other way around, but still the point. I am a woman and today is my day. I'm gonna shake it, love it, and anyhow, Debbie, shut the fuck up. I was having difficulties out of my asshole. Debbie, if you must know, since you're being so difficult, my asshole doesn't know if it wants to poop or if it wants to hold on to the shit that is lurking behind my anus. You're welcome. She wanted to. It was her fault. She did it. She made me. Thanks, Rochelle. I appreciate it. You guys on YouTube are loving the Dan shorts. Loving Dan. I mean, I guess Dan is the man with the plan because YouTube is loving, and TikTok a little bit, but TikTok's a little slower than YouTube. But y'all loving Dan. I'm just saying. I don't know why. He's really not that funny. I am the comedian in the household. But whatever. You guys like it, I'll keep showing it because that is him. He literally walks around with his head off his neck and his neck off his shoulders and so on and so forth. Hi, Teresa, how are you? I was kind of tired today. I didn't go to bed till late. Grandpa was up a lot. Dan was yelling a lot. Shit. And then the animals. Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. We got everything you want. On the Salinger channels, we got bantering extreme. You can't believe everything, but for sure we will be the realest motherfuckers on TikTok. Welcome to the fuckery. Welcome to the fuckery. We got fun and games. I don't know. Anyhow, good morning. Oh, I just blew snot on my nose. Did you see that? Oh my God. Literally, it was like a snot ball. A little fleck. No wonder why the shit's so dirty on here. Oh, it's crazy. Anywho, I know, Shelly, it was just like hit me. I was thinking about all the things I should accomplish today, and I don't wanna. I just feel blah. Anybody else feel blah? You know why? I'm gonna tell you why. It's the weather, the time change. That is fucking us from behind. You know what I'm saying? I know, it just like it was a little droplet. It just, my left nostril just went bloop right on my screen. Yeah, so I don't know what's wrong with me, but I've been in a fucking funk, right? In a fucking funk. A funk, y'all. We're in Las Cobos. I like to stay on the beach, but Chantal, depends what you like. The wharf, the marina is also really good. Yeah, I think it's just, Chantal, you can wait and meet us in May for my birthday. Yes, January, my ass, I'm the boss, bitch. I'm the boss, bitch. They're texting. The moderators have a text. Hi, Mario. And so they keep texting and I can see the bitchiness that is happening, talking shit. But I see it all. Her ass dictates. That's right. You're my minions. You do as I say, when I say, and at the time that I say it. May 5th. Cinco de Mayo. May 5th. Thank you for the lights, Mario. That was kindly received and appreciated. Anywho, yeah, I got a group of minions that help me every morning. They text. See, y'all wonder, why do you always wear a hat? Why do you always wear a hat? Huh. I don't know. Why do you always wear a hat? Huh. Interesting concept. Because my hair's in my face. Lord have mercy, and I can't put it around because then I can't see. Because my eyes are old. They're haggard. That's another thing I have to do, by the way, is make me an eye appointment. Because this bitch is going blind. Blind, I said. Blind as a bat. I start laughing at myself, right? Because I try to read shit, and I'm like, I can't see it. I can't. Sunny Cat, I found you. Oh my God. I almost said something else and I don't want to get in trouble. Abort. Cunnilingus. I aborted. Did I abort cunnilingus? Shit. I can't. Anybody know what cunnilingus is? You know, there's a friend of mine. She's also a mod. Her name is C Nugget. I won't say her name, but Chelsea. Last night we were talking about cunnilingus. Cunnilingus? Anywho, I'm making fun of a friend. So C Nugget is her handle name. Her real name's Chelsea. She texted me on the side and she said, girl, what does abort? I got the code. I got the code word. Hello? Shit. Anyway, Chelsea said, can you tell me what that is? Chelsea has learned so much on the Zoom room. She has learned. Shit, Les, you scared the fuck out of me. You trying? Lynn. Shit. I was like, shit, that's quick. I can't see anything because there's a pole up, y'all. Fuck. You scared my shit. Fucking shit. I said cunnilingus and I was like, really? Already this quickly? We're already in 8 minutes. Anywho, that scared the shit out of me. So, cunnilingus. I don't know. I just was gonna help somebody else. Today's the day of cunnilingus. Cunnilingus. Or foreigner, you know, the foreign word. Foreigner, you know, okay, you know, should. If you want it. It's really not. Because it's your day, women. If you want it, get it. If you don't, don't. But it could be the day of all those things. No, Zoom is not about Grandpa. It's about an old group of friends that went way back to the GT days. The GT days were the days when we had just newly started our, you know, shit. Didn't know what we were doing. And what I thought was my knight in shining armor came riding through on a big ass steed, right? Big ass steed. And he said, I am here to save the day. So I thought, well, this is fucking cool, right? So I went in strong and I went in hard and I said, let me hop on your noble steed, sir. And he took me for a little ride. And really, we did some great things together as a union of such. And well, Zoom was part of that. And it really kind of was a nightmare. So, anywho, the few remaining are still here. But it will never be open again. It could be a mouthful, yes, man. It will never be open again because, y'all, it's a shit show. You got too many personalities. You got people, dictating shit, feeling like shit, people talking shit, people stirring up drama for your mama. We don't do it anymore. So, anywho, about the noble seed, I bucked that fucker off. And he was a hard buck to fuck off. But he's slowly fucking off. The last bit remaining is on my ass. Yeah, the last bit remaining is on my ass. On one side, I have GT on the other. And a couple other festers coming in strong. Anywho, so no, we don't welcome anymore in Zoom because it's too chaotic. We got people say, it wasn't me. I didn't do it. Well, what the fuck are you doing right now? It's you. You are one of the issues. When you come in and you say it wasn't me, that's an issue. Lord, give me the strength. And here's the thing with the new re-envision Danielle Salinger. I see you. Everything comes back to me. I see screenshots, messages. I see it all. No more shit. So no, Zoom will never be open again. The last few remaining until the last drops of people are in there will stay. Until, it's not warranted. And if we have to kick them out slowly, we will. We will, because I'm done with shit, people. What the fuck is happening? I'm done with shit. I'm done with people not taking ownership in my life. I'm done with people on social media thinking that they can push people around and be innocent. I'm done people lying. I'm done with people cheating. And I'm done with people who aren't walking through this journey with their eyes open. Anywho, there you have it. That was kind of a long-winded description of the Zoom room, but the Zoom room brings me great happiness and yet great anger, frustration, and being pissed off. So there you have it. So no. And it's really not about Grandpa. It never has been. Let's keep in mind that our journey is our journey. Mine and Dan's journey with Grandpa, with ourselves, with our family, and all the fuckery that surrounds us. Nothing is solely about Grandpa. Does the Zoom see Grandpa more frequently? Yes. But it's not that big of a deal. He's become such a big part of their lives that he's in the room, but it's not like, sometimes they babysit for him. Like right now, he's at the table sleeping, right? And they watch him for me. So there's some benefits to the Zoom, but there's always eyes open. But yeah, we ain't adding people to the mix no more. Because you know why? It gives me a headache. Hi, Shane. Thank you, bruh. Happy V-Day for you. Anywho, bitches, it's your day today. Eat the cake, buy the shoes, eat whatever you want, buy it, lick it, love it, or don't. It's your choice. Today, Fred. You're talking about hubby. Oh, hang in there, girl. This is so... he is sleeping after his cereal, and he had 2 cups of coffee. 2 cups of coffee today, y'all. He was up so much last night, but he got up early this morning. So he is tired. Melba, what you talking about, girl? You're getting your cake? Buy the shoes. See, you're welcome, Christine. Buy them. You're saving it for Tuesday. Any day I give you an excuse, it's every Tuesday. Wait until Tuesday to buy your shit. Put it in the cart. And just know, click, click, click. Clickety click. Danielle said it's the day of me. I will promote thy person, thyself, and love thyself today. You don't want to cook dinner, tell everybody to fuck off. You want to leave in JFC. I have a question. We'll get to that because I was going to bring that up today too. JFC, y'all. Anywho, hashtag. So I like to live life on the edge. I'm not like my husband, my sweet, innocent, worrisome husband. You know, here's the thing, y'all. Oh, what was I supposed to finish before I got back to JFC? Because I was going into it. I was segueing quick. Okay. Here's the thing. You know I cuss, right? I mean, it's no big surprise. You know, I say names in vain. I just do it. I don't mean to cast stones and to belittle any religion, beliefs, or what have you. I just say things. I talk about vaginas. I talk about relations. I talk about buttholes. I talk about it all, right? I offend a lot of people, and I'm sure I do. So Dan was really upset with me last night because I said 3 words, and he looked at me and he said, I'll talk to you about it later. And I said, what the fuck did that do? Anywho, JFC. Not KFC, JFC. Anyhow, I use the word Jesus. I use the word fuck. And I use the word Christ. Sometimes I blend them all together and say Jesus fucking Christ. Now, I know for those of you who are super religious, it is not something we should do, something I should think about. But y'all, I can't always think, and shit comes out of my mouth. It spews out. It comes out. I am not going to be perfect. I am not going to be, and I don't want to watch what I have to say. You know, understand that my words are just that. I say those things. I don't mean them as attacks on any religion, person, or creed. I do it because I just do it. I say that around my house sometimes. I say it to my kids. But y'all should know me. Those of you who stick around should know me. Your mom lied, Gizmo. Christine, and I that's not me. Okay, I'm not religious. I didn't grow up that way. We say goddamn. We say Jesus. We say fucking Christ. And sometimes we put the J in front of fucking Christ. That's me. They're words to me. They don't mean anything. They are not. Well, and that's what I told Dan, Christy. Right? Chrissy. I said, Dan was really like upset that I said it because he doesn't want to offend people. But I've worried all my life about offending people. And here's the thing. If you're watching my channel, maybe you shouldn't watch it if you're going to worry about the things I say, how I say them, and the words I use. That's it. I don't care. And I told Dan, I said, you know what? I don't give a shit. Because the people who know me know I'm not doing it as a slur, slander, or anything like that. They know I embellish. I use more probably cuss words to embellish thy humor. But that's it. I don't do it for malicious intent. So I said, nobody said anything. And he said no, but the people who don't give a shit say something. But the people who care leave. And I said, well, yeah, cry mini. I said, but they shouldn't be watching because if they don't like me saying JFC, they're not gonna like me using the cuss word fuck, shit, goddamn, fornication, vagina, and feces. So maybe they shouldn't, it's not the time. Just leave quietly. But I can tell you, and I talked to Dan about this, I said, yeah, and it's like my prerogative. I'm not going to change who I am. Sometimes do I slip up and say things I probably shouldn't? Yeah. But I am proud of where I am today. I am proud of not giving a shit. And my husband even came to the Zoom last night and said, can y'all help me on this? Because I said it, she doesn't see it. and she won't listen to me. And everybody on the Zoom was like, bruh, we don't see it a problem, right? Because she cusses, but if they shouldn't probably be on the channel if they're worried about JFC. So, and he fought to the end and he said, well, I need a new Zoom room. So, with that being said, Dan may reopen a Zoom room for himself and the people who will support him with everything. But you have to be a yes, Dan. I agree, Dan Butch. Anyhow, that was the argument last night. And I just said, I don't fucking care. Sorry, like it, love it, or don't. And if you don't like it, get the fuck out. Sorry, not sorry. And I know, Ruth, and a lot of people, JD, we don't talk about religion here. And maybe it isn't the place for you if you don't like the things that I say, and that's okay. You know, there's somebody else out there that I'm sure will fit you better. Kay, you may see his point, but I don't give a shit, right? Because I'm not going to change who I am. And if I accidentally say JFC a couple times, I don't want to be scolded. I don't want to be scolded by my viewers, nor do I want to be scolded by my husband. Yes, see you next Tuesday. I like that too. So, anywho, that's just my belief. I don't care. I'm 49 years old. I have gotten to this point in my life now where I could give two fucks. Call it menopause, call it hormones, call it just not giving a fuck anymore because I'm tired. I'm tired of always having to please people. I'm tired of always thinking that I have to grow up and be a certain way, act a certain way. No, I'm tired. I'm tired of having to live by other people's expectations of me. I'm tired. It took me 48 motherfucking years. Maybe 49, actually. Because I'm morphed into something else right now. So, it is our day, Tina. And if I want to say JFC all day long, I'm going to say it. I like being me. I like being who I am. You don't have to like it. And if you don't, get the fuck out. That's simple as that. Mel, I don't look that young. Let me tell you, it's the lighting. Get close and you will see the truth behind the face. Hi, Colin. Love you, bruh. Losing your mind. I lose my mind every day, K-Flow. Just let me know what you're losing it with and we can try to help. Day of the sob. Yes. It is something. Ben, I'm just great to be alive, but it ain't easy being the age of those old people out there. No shit. Yeah, you know, life is too short. And how many of you spent years worrying about what others thought? How many of you, how many of you like try to live up to the expectations that other people had for you, right? And you weren't who you really were, and you were trying to bust out, but you were afraid that people were gonna judge you for it because it wasn't within their standards of you. Me. I shouldn't say this. I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't. Well, I'm walking away with the double fuck you. Double fuck you. This is me, right? I've always been this way. I have just been silenced my whole life because it wasn't the right way. Yeah, CeeLo Green. CeeLo Green sang it best. A double fuck you. That's it. I was afraid to use my voice because I always got shut down. I was told it wasn't appropriate to act that way. I was told, not by my mama. My mama thought it was fucking funny. But other people. And I won't go into that. But I did the best I could. But I have been dying to get out. And here I am. Here I am. I will be myself, whether my husband likes it or not. He can like it, love it, or don't. He can get the fuck out. Damn it. That's right, Daniel. I said that. Are you watching? I don't worry anymore. You know, every time I said something, I overthink it, right? I overthink everything. And I thought, shit, that could have been taken offensively, but I didn't mean it that way. Maybe I should rectify that by giving them a call up. No, I don't think about it anymore. You don't like what I say? Sorry. I said what I meant. It was unhealthy for me, Colin. And that's why I looked at Dan and said, I don't give a fuck. I don't fucking give a fuck. Jesus fucking Christ. That's me. That's just words coming out of my mouth. It doesn't mean anything. If you want to take it offensively, then that's your prerogative, but maybe this isn't the place for you. I don't overthink anymore. I love that. You know why? Because I am confident and I know I'm a good person. I'm loyal. I have lots of love to give. I'm a badass caregiver. And that goes for mothering and all that shit. And I don't want to quiet for societal standards, you know? And Dan's like, well, you know, you talk to a big audience. So I should be extra cautious and think about the things that I say or do. That's not me. And if I have to do that, I will no longer be on social media. I won't do it. I'm not gonna hold back. It's part of my stuff. It's part of my platform, right? Everybody says, well, you're so different when you are with Dan at night. Well, yeah, it's a different vibe. It's not me by myself clearly being able to say what I want to say and act how I want to act. Dan silences me in a way, right? When I'm with him, he won't let me address the trolls. Karen. He won't let me address the trolls. Karen. He won't let me address the trolls. Karen. And those are the things that I like. Those are the things that you guys like from me. You giggle. You say, yes, girl. You know, get it, love it, do it. Get him, sick him. I don't like to do that. When he goes away, if trolls come in, Karen, I let him have it. And when I did that last night, guess what? The numbers went up because I was able to be myself. He restrains me a little bit when we're together because we both have different personalities. We have different ways in which we approach things, Karen. And he doesn't like how I handle things, Karen. So yes, I am different because he confines me. He doesn't allow me to be my true self. And that's okay, you know, because it's more his time than mine. I already do my shit in the morning time anyway. And sometimes y'all are exhausted. And I can't be totally spicy, but I love being spicy. I love being spicy. And I hate being told to not do what I want to do and how I want to do it. Now it's his channel, fine. But I have to be careful for that because I don't want him to get penalized because of me. So I do have to watch it. So, anywho. Hi, Erica. Shh. Yeah, and most people are. You know how many times, Kai, I get messages and saying, God, I'd like to watch you more in the mornings because I love your spice. It gives me the power, makes me feel like I can stand up for myself, right? It makes me feel powerful. It makes me have strength or feel like I need to be stronger in myself. That's what I do it for. That's what I do it for. I do it for all the women who are struggling to be themselves. I do it for all the women who were like me and stayed quiet for so long. I'm doing it for the caregivers that are out there that put themselves on social media and get the same shit that I get. Because some of them aren't strong enough. I'm doing it for them. People like my spice. My platform, my way. But I do, Dan's platform is big, so I do have to watch myself. Ugh. But it's so hard. It's so hard. Ugh. So anyway, I know, I get it. And I do have to remain somewhat spiceless. If it were my account, I don't care. They'll fucking take me down. I know you guys are waiting. So, yeah, but I hate it. I will constantly be myself. And if my husband doesn't like it, then maybe we stop doing separate. But you guys like us together too, because he's an idiot. And the bantering's so fun. So no, buddy, you better appreciate me. Are you listening? I will not be suppressed any longer. It is me. I will survive. Oh God, I know. And people love it, right? Good, Heather, come out of it, get out of it, do it. I got you, girl. And that's the thing, is that we do have a funny way, me and Dan. And you guys are showing that you love it because YouTube's eating it up, right? And it's just us. And part of, hey buddy, part of the people, I'm like, yes, you guys, I'm with Dan. I can't be myself. Hold on, I gotta pee. Hold on, let me talk it up. Stop running, wait for until I get it back. And so, yes, I mean, the whole family is funny, and I get it. And so I do have to suppress myself, but I hate it. But I hate when he chastises me like a little child. Like, you can't do that. Well, fucking shit, I can't. Is he on here? I just want to be me. I've worked way too hard for this shit, and I'm not thinking about it. And I told him that I'm not always going to think about it. Things are going to slip, and that's just me. You got to love it, and you got to apologize for me, but you got to support me most of all. Because this bitch doesn't know how to shut the fuck up sometimes. And well, I hate the trolls. And I hate when my husband tells me what to do. Y'all, I don't even like strangers telling me what to do, let alone my husband. He should be coming back any minute. I know. And I really have to watch it. I do, because he's almost got 2 million followers, and it's not right if I start attacking and then they attack Dan back because of me, It is what it is. Let me go pee really quick. I'll be right back. By the way, I made it like 30 minutes. We gotta start keeping time. It's so funny because the first pee, the dogs don't move. They know, mom's not done yet. The third pee, the second to third pee, they're like, is it time yet? So here's the thing, I'm gonna tell you. At first I was afraid, and then I was petrified. I kept thinking, how can I do this social media by myself? And then it got so ugly, and I kept overthinking everything I said and everything I posted. Oh no, I couldn't be the type of woman that everybody wanted me to be. But then one day I pulled up my pants and I said, y'all can fuck off. This is my way. And I am my own person, and I will not no longer think about what everybody thinks and says that I shouldn't say, because I'm stronger than that. And I have waited so very long to be my true self and not give a fuck at all. Oh no, not I. I will not sit by and live by anyone's standards other than myself anymore. I will own my own shit, and I will thrive away and succeed, because I promise you and all my friends that I will be real as I can be. Oh yes, me. Oh yes, I did. It took me 1.5 years, and I've learned to say fuck you. I don't give one little shit about what you think of me, because I know that deep down inside I know who I am. Oh yes, I will survive, because I'm a strong motherfucking sob, and I'm proud of myself today. I don't give two stinking shits. So get the fuck off my page if you don't like what I stand for and all the things that I say. Go on and go. Walk out the door, because I don't need your view and your stupid opinions, because I know how much I give and I know my true self. So just go and go bully someone else. Oh yes, I said that. Get the fuck out. And I could go on and on and on. So that's me in a nutshell. You did have me 100% matzo ball. That is funny. Anywho, so I did. I thought everything through, and then I thought, this is good, and then I overthought more, and I thought, shit, this is not good. No more. God, it's ugly. I say what I say, and I said what I mean, and if you misinterpret it, then that's on you, right? I'm not a woman, and I get it. Good. You don't have to be Vandal, a woman. Strong-ass bras. You can be a strong-ass bruh and understand it, too. I know. And can you believe that shit comes out freestyle? If you told me to sit down and write a song, I wouldn't be able to do it. I think I have to be on my treadmill and just do it, on the fly. And that was pretty good. That was long. That was a lot of verses. I'm pretty proud of myself. And I just kept going. I could have he has a singing voice. July, get the fuck out of here. Yes, and that's good as a man to be empathetic. I love empathetic men. I don't have any around me. Maybe my son. But other than that, that's about it. Baxter, my dog, he's a bit empathetic. So is my orange kitty, Donnie. But other than that, every man for themselves. Yes, he's a good poet, but that's it. You mean Andrew? Who's Josh? JD? Yes, JD does. JD is preaching about gospel and religion and things that we don't talk about on our lives. So, JD, you got to take it off somewhere else and go preach to other people, because you will get blocked just because that's not the way this channel is. Are me and Dan beefing? Never. Dan and I don't beef. Golly, what makes you think that? I love Dan. He is the wind beneath my wings. He is the star in the sky. He is the breath of fresh air. He is my Hercules. Hercules, Hercules. He is my Nick Bosa. Okay, that was taken a little bit too far. Why are you looking at me like that? It was a little extreme to say you were Nick Bosa, because you do not have the tight end that he does, nor the front end that he shows. Oh, what? Next thing you need to say is pardon me, and boy, we are getting closer. Leslie, Lesalamunga, Kanalunga, Leslie, are you here? Any mods on YouTube? JD needs to see the highway to heaven. JD needs to go to the pearly gates. Thank you. Look, I can preach, JD. For fuck's sakes, take your road up to the heavens and talk to one amongst yourself, because I'm tired of your holy gospel. Horrible, very horrible. Highway to, well, we put him on the highway to hell. Shit. I was trying to be nice. Chels. Anywho, Amy, it's fine. Karen left though. I kept using Karen as a reference. She was telling me how angry I was. And all I needed to say is Karen multiple times, and she shut the fuck up. Yes, Karen, are you still here calling out for Karen? Yeah, here's the thing. Not to knock religion, but I don't like to talk about religion on my channel, nor do I like to talk politics. It's ugly. I don't want to do it. But her name was really Karen. She was really a Karen. Her name really was Karen, and she was stereotypical Karen. So, anywho, you got to put her straight. And it's funny because most of these people who come on and say, God, you have a problem. You're so angry. They really don't want to say much of anything else, because the minute you give them the platform, they back away because they're fucking pussies, right? JD gave out his number last live trying to pick up 2 women. Shut up. Are you kidding me? Oh, good Ames. JD just don't get shit. Morning egg McMuffin, Savannah style. Passion. Yeah, I'm not angry. Why does everybody think I'm angry? For fuck's sake. I embellish my words. Yes, and I'm passionate with what I say. Everything I say is true, right? But I embellish to try to make it funny. That's just me. I always try to put a little twist on my frustration, twist on myself, and I try to make fun of myself, right? Because those emotions are fleeting. They may be accurate, but they're fleeting. And so I make fun of myself, even if I don't see it right away. Like, after I react, then I just kind of laugh. Did you hear that? That's exactly right. Get your shit in line, motherfucker. So you have to laugh. You have to make fun of yourself. You have to recognize your reactions for what they are. Sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's really difficult, but I try to downplay it after I do it because it helps me get over it and not grudge hold. You have to, Stephanie. Oh, wait, that's funny. Can you believe last night y'all, and look, it's so asinine to me. Somebody this morning in my video said, Ed's sign needs to be bigger. What? It went from this to like fucking this. Did you want me to fucking spray paint his whole fucking door. What the hell? What are they talking about? Make it bigger. He doesn't even see it in the first fucking place. It dings, it dangs, and it clanks, and he still doesn't look. It doesn't matter what fucking size it is. And then they say too many words on it. He can't. When it was the E fucking D, guess what? Too many letters apparently too, because he just walks on by it. Y'all, do you know how exhausting that shit gets? Do you know how exhausting that shit gets? It weighs on my soul because I just want to call everybody idiots. Do you not see? It doesn't matter what fucking size the sign is, nor how many letters or words that are on it. He still will not look at anything. Maybe you should label more things. Label what? He can't even see a fucking sign on the door. Motherfuckers. Oh my God. What is happening? I don't know. What is happening over here? Y'all getting, what's happening? There's a fight going on. Fight. Why are we fighting? This is not the day nor the time to be fighting. We're here to support one another. Show kindness and joy. JFC. There's shit going on over here among people who are here every day. I don't know what's happening, but it's really sad. Anywho, too quiet. Hi, Boots. What's going on? Do you guys have any, Boots, do you have anything nice to say? No time for drama. I mean, I said that. I said that today. I mean, I am relinquishing people from Zoom because they want to add drama. I don't have time. I could like you as a person, but when you fuck it up yourself, I can't have you be around because the extra shit is exhausting, y'all. What's the point? Yes, no more drama for your mama. I got the pig 9 years ago. You're in drama. You shouldn't want to start it. We got to get done with your drama before you can start with another drama. Let's not even go there. Abort. Shit. You're going to get me on a tangent, and then you're going to get mad at me like, our friend in the, I can't say it because she gets mad at me when I say that, but you know who you are, pussycat. Now, it's pussycat. She's my pussycat. Because it's code. I give her way too much and she gets mad at me. She's changed her name like 5 times because I bust her out all the time. So now I call her pussycat. Come here, kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Anywho, I don't remember. Oh yeah, that's why. Thanks, Anita. We try our hardest. Very rare, Linda, does he ask him a second wife. I bought her myself. Nobody, what's new, pussycat? It's one of my friends. I busted her out 3, 4, 5 times. And so she keeps changing her name. She likes to be incognito. Mm-hmm. And my big mouth always blows her cover. So I'm just gonna call her pussycat. She knows who she is. I don't know, because I missed the fight. But I will get it later once I find out, because inquiring minds want to know. But it's regulars that they fought, regular people who are here every day. The pussy, she's hiding out. She's there, she's lurking. She's like one of the, silent watchers right now. The pussy. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Yeah, so anyway, Candace, don't get me started on a tangent, because I don't need the GT on my ass to grow any bigger. And right now it's quite possible that it will grow in size, double in size. But I'm kind of have a nice little blanket on it right now. And so I think talking ugliness might explode it a little bit bigger. I'm trying to keep it down. Yeah, but Grandpa doesn't always like the animals. No, I don't think she's smelly. Cleanliness is next to godliness for her, so her kitty is never smelly. I wouldn't know, I've never smelt it, but I would assume just with the things that, poor Selena. Poor Selena's on the other side of the GT side. Pretty kitty, pussy kitty. She, no, she believes in cleanliness. So I don't think she's a smelly cat. Smelly cat, smelly. No, she's well sanitized. You're right, Christopher. She's well sanitized. I mean, she could tell me anything she wanted, and she could be a smelly cat, but I wouldn't want to know. Well, let's move on, because I might abort the mission and say, blow her covered in. Anyway, Candace, we got to keep it, you know. Are you safe? Because my ass is taking the brunt of it. Fucking almost thought this big old heifer would have gotten off my body, my person, but the heifer keeps sticking on somehow. And right now he's a wart on my ass. Not really a wart, an hemorrhoid that just provides enough annoyance to piss me off. I'm surprised you don't have one. Did you get one of those GT hemorrhoids? I'm surprised you don't have a couple. Anywho, abort. Oh, y'all get me in trouble today. All right, so let's take a minute and praise Jesus. Oh shit, wrong channel. No, we can't do that. Anywho, let's talk politics. Just kidding. God, you guys. What are we gonna do today? Stop poking the bear, Danielle. Jesus fucking Christ. Anywho, if you have Netflix, a good movie is The Rise of the House of Usher. Is it? Any of you guys see, anybody? Poke it. Look, Chelsea's saying do it. Poke it. Poke it good. Ba-na-na-na-na. Poke that bear. Jesus fucking Christ. Ba-na-na-na-na. Whack that mole. Poke it. Poke it good. Into shape. Let's go. Anybody poke? I need a poke in my ass right now because it's quite itchy. But I won't. I'll refrain because my nails are probably not. I don't want to lose a nail in the ass. And have strong faith in God, but words don't bother me. Praise the Lord. Heather, thank you so much. And I appreciate all of you guys. Yes, I have GT on one side and poor Selena on the other. Not poor Selena, but poor Selena. She's the one who always tells me I need Botox, a facelift, a boob enhancement, filler, and everything in between. So she popped right back up on my ass. GT's been there for a while. That heifer won't leave my ass. That heifer just keeps eating away, grazing away. Ooh. And he just gets bigger. Anywho. Brandy, you're right. Thank you all on YouTube for thanking the mods. That's very sweet of you. He's feeding off me like a leech. He needs my, well, he took my soul. Well, he tried to take it. My husband, he tried to eat my husband to death. And well, he wanted somehow magically to ride off on his heifer with me. And then we just went crashing down because the heifer couldn't walk anymore. He got too big and he got caught. Right? He got caught. Well, and then he wrangled somebody else in. And, well, I tried to warn him, but nobody listens. It's kind of like your kids. You tell them over and over again, abort the mission. They're like, no, I got it. It's fine. I know what I'm doing. All right. The last one. that was the last one. The other ones had no idea, like me. But that last one was a little tricky little thing. She was a spitfire herself, and well, you know, got into a little bit of trouble with the heifer. But I still have leftover heifer on my ass because he still just manages to stay there and eat my soul. So it's really hard to let go of all the stress because sometimes the ugliness that surrounds people and the ugliness that people do to other people that you're close with, it's too hard to let that go, right? It's too hard to let that go. So you just hope the heifer winds up on its back with its legs up and just gets taught a lesson, you know? Ryan, quit telling people what to do, Ryan. I'm a grown-ass woman. I'm almost 50, for fuck's sake. I do need Monostat. I asked my OB for some, what was it? Dopan, something that's one pill, wipe it away. She probably won't give it to me though. So I'm gonna go and get some cream today and, you know, shoot it up. Bye, Erin, have a good day. Yes, we're trying to have fun. Difflucan. Yeah, I bet you she won't give it to me. I was thinking about it last night. Do they make that for the ass too? It's over the counter. Wild yam? The fuck? What's wild yam cream? Diflucan. Diflucan. Yeah, I need front and back holes. Say it again, Chris. I think you need to say it louder and prouder. Some people hate themselves and try to... No, I know. Thomas, I know this shit. I know what they do, but still, you gotta poke them back, idiots. Thanks. Yeah. Thanks, heifer, for the word on my ass. We call him GT, the never-ending growing wart that never vacates my body. Yeah, I can't tell if it's a yeast infection or if it's just menopausal itch. So, I don't know. Anybody help? It doesn't smell. There's not much dischargey substance, but it itches, especially now. Both sides, front and back. And I'm wearing regular underwear today because I have like 2 pairs, so I need to order me some today. Trials and tribulations of thy woman on Sab Day. This is my Sab Day, and I'm itchy as fuck. No, it's not gonna comfortable. I'm trying to itch myself with my buttocks. It's not working. So yeah, maybe it's the moisture. I don't know. I went to the gyno last week for my pap smear, but that's it. I can't. This girl is just, this old woman. It is taco and margarita day. I just wish my taco felt better. But I feel like the more sweaty I am, the worse it is. Dial soap. I love Dial soap. Grandpa uses it. And I actually wash my infected dog with it. Not the same bar, you guys. They each have their own bar. I'm trying to clench the ass and do a Kegel at the same time. To try to itch it. But it makes it itch it more. Somebody help. I need help. I'm miserable. Yeah, the yellow dial. I love yellow dial. I can't have no, because my nails are weak and they've been popping off. So I don't want to lose a nail and I have to go to the doctor and be like, can you excavate something from my front and my back side? I lost 2 fingernails and I can't get them out. It's not just the backside. The backside at this point, if I had to do a scale, is more itchy than the front side. Um, those very, now, Kelly Adams, you know, this is like torture tank. This is like being, in the fucking prison cells. But, like, tell me where Ed is. I will not. But they have a button that instantly starts the itching. This is the worst place. Like, I mean, this would make you insane. This would make you cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. This would literally drive me to the brink of like wanting to kick. Oh, I wouldn't go that far. There's no way I could end my life, but it makes me feel like I just can't help it. What do I do? Castor oil? What the hell? I don't want to grow castor oil. Oh, y'all are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Like castor oil, you put on your hair to make it grow. I don't need anything growing down there, I need relief, itching relief. I have Go-Gurts. Should I stick a Go-Gurt up there? Windex. Now, Windex is probably the smartest thing anybody said. I thought about a bleach spray, the Clorox bleach spray, antifungal, antibacterial, and I thought for sure that would help. And it would burn, but at least it would take away the itch. I might get some juicy blisters, but I think yam cream. I'm not going to the doctor. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something, Tara, just because you asked. Yeah, with the Clorox wipe. I thought about it, you guys. Don't trip, chocolate chip. I was like, I have a Windex wipe here or a Clorox wipe. Which one will do? Should I try on both ends? So, oil. I'm not putting any oils down there. As far as Dan goes, you know how many times in my younger years that I had those yeasty experiences and that fucker poked away and never came out with anything. Toothpaste. Ooh, maybe I should put some toothpaste on it. Maybe that'll help, like Grandpa. Isn't bleach 1 tablespoon vinegar water is good for the skin? Really? Bleach? Toothpaste. Minty fresh. At least I'll be minty fresh. I don't know. With boric acid. How about ammonia? I'm melting. No, I don't think that's horrible. Bleach baths. Shit. I haven't tried of anything yet. Yeah, Jesus fucking Christ. Men have it so much easier. I don't think Dan has ever came away with any infection on his PPP. Especially with the yeast. I'm like, you don't itch, you don't burn, then you're fine. Listerine. That's not too far from what people have done before, Ronald. Have you had any experience with the Listerine? Please tell me you're not that one person who said, I itch, let me dunk it before my wife sees. That's not good. Thank you, Charles, I appreciate it. I know Lotrimin is not for the VJ or the AJ, but I do have Preparation H, and I will get me some Monostat. Where'd that comment come from? I'm talking about infections, and you're coming back with financially independent as a woman. Woman's ego. What? There's nothing more powerful and freeing for a woman's ego than being financially independent. What? Huh? Anybody? Huh? Yeah, I will do. 3 days is a waste of money. Right. Look at that bear over there. What? Any worse than, should I run on the treadmill naked? Could you imagine my neighbors out in the back being like, is she naked? John, is Is she? Huh. Those young kids these days. Yeah, you know, there's one thing for a troll to come in and be like, ooh, you're angry when we're talking about itchy crotch. Well, yes, it makes me angry. The itchy crotch is not a fun, loving experience to have down there. But women ego and financial independence, where did that come from? And although I'm doing a really fine job of becoming financially independent myself, finally in 20 years, because of this glorious social media platform, I anal itch, and well, yeah. Tom, you itched? Oh yes, if you itch, you manscape. I'm womanscaped, but the itch is from something other than hair. But yes, thank you for coming in with a out of, maybe that was a good way to change the subject from itch to financial freedom. The one day suppository I would not trust, but that's okay. My aunt injured herself running on a treadmill naked and fire department was called. Shut the fuck up. What was she doing naked on the, could you imagine? I mean, everything flopping and floating, and you never know what's coming out your other ends. Like, there might be, somebody behind me might be like, what the hell? Is it raining? What? Huh. Not a cloud in the sky. What? Yeah. From itch to financial. Is it itchy outside or is it just me? Yeah, I don't know. But, okay, maybe they, what? I'm sick. Well, right. And Charles, what'd you say? Well, I'm curious. Danielle, what's happening? Is that you? Huh? What? I don't know, but a whole bunch of weird shit just hit my calf. Oh, I don't know. Must be the cat. Creams. Yeah, no, no. What? What? Pew pew. Pew pew has so many different meanings today. 000 husband stop. Pew pew, motherfucker. Here's some of Danielle's itch to make your day just much more happier. Can you every time? What? That could be. Are you talking to your other personalities? Boots, I have about 230 people on this other side, and they are real people because it's another device. But they could be my alter egos. Jim Carrey, well then, I need Jim Carrey's financial institutions with that. But I don't. I'm poor. I'm broken. I'm battered. And I can't afford Monostat. That's why my crotch is itching. And my ass, well, I have to rely on the gifts of others to get my underside taken care of. So I have, I am live on TikTok. I mean, let's be real. I live with Dan, so I've had anal itch for a long time. But it's only just grown with the other stresses in life and the bacteria that may cause, or the hormones, I don't know. But yes, Dan, you know, he's been an itchy pain in the ass. I mean, I'm like, every time I talk to him, I'm like, or he talks to me, I literally itch my ass. He is just indubitably creates the anal itch that I'm speaking of. It's marriage, 26 years. Anybody else been married as long as I have and has an itch called their husband? Should I put some yogurt on Dan and ride the donkey? Ride the donkey. Dipstick in yogurt, and then you get on the donkey and ride it hard. I don't know what yam cream is. Are you seriously talking about yam cream? Like cream from a yam? Like cooking in a yam and slathering the smushy stuff all inside out and everything. It's weird. I can't tell if you're funny or just mean. Well, I can't tell if you're money. I don't know how many men. If you're funny or just mean, well, I don't know. Hi, Larry. What's up? How's it hanging? I mean, I can be mean. You don't want to see that side of me. So if you think this is mean, then well, you got another thing coming to you, because I can tell you low and to the left. All right. So, oh, yam cream? Seriously? Do you put it inside or just on the outside? I'll try anything. Can you use it from the bum hole too? Y'all, it's so funny because I have never, and I'm gonna tell you this right now, so listen up in the back. Listen up for all you trolls in the back waiting for me. I have never, now this is it's clammy and itchy, Eagle D. It's clammy and itchy. For all of you who say I'm a bitch and I'm mean, I can tell you, I have never recorded myself when I have been a bitch or mean. Right. I'm just saying. The clammy is yummy. No, so if I get the yam cream, now I can get on tomorrow and say, the clammy is yummy. But, y'all, I'm gonna tell you something. Why would I ever record myself being mean? I mean, I guess it would do well with the ratings, but y'all haven't seen mean yet. You haven't really seen rude yet. Well, you might have with the trolls, but there's a little bit of humor in that. You don't ever want to be on my bad side. Because this bitch doesn't play. I'll cut you off like Lorena Bobbitt cut off her husband's. So just so you know, when you call me a bitch, a witch, deplorable. Am I deplorable? I don't know. Sarcastic, yes. Yes. I am sarcastic AF. Have you not seen who I live with? Have you not seen my husband? How do you think I get through the day? Sarcasm is the only thing that lets me survive and not want to take myself and put myself in the trash can. Y'all, you haven't seen mean girl, bruh. No, I'm one of those people that is very forgiving until I'm not anymore, and you never know when it's coming. But I may just sit and eventually side-eye you to shit, and then I'm like, activate the cutting off of any ties with that person. I don't, and I'm a silent one sometimes. Most of the time, I'm a silent bitch. But this face, remember, Eagle D, I'm the godmother. I'm the godmother of the family of the sob. But I just start looking like this. I go from this to... like, I'm done. Deuces. Sometimes the silent way is the way to go. I don't owe anybody any explanations when I cut you fucking off. The thing is most people don't realize or see themselves in their actions and what they do to others. Ugliness will not be tolerated within my circle. My toys are all gone. I threw those fuckers away a long time ago. When my kids started diddling in my drawers and my cabinets, I got rid of those. So yeah, it's time to go. It's time to go. And as we learned just recently at 49 years old, I am a badass bitch. And I just don't feel like I owe anybody any explanations anymore. I felt like I was that weak-ass woman that felt like I needed to listen and to be held within the confines of how people thought I wanted to act, let alone I felt like I owed everybody an explanation. Guess what? I don't have to explain myself. If I don't want to be friends anymore, just take it as you fucked up. You did something wrong. The only person that I let dangle and hang by a thread is my husband, because I can't get rid of him for lots of different reasons. Mostly because he's the father of my child, and the little bit of love I have left for him. But he's the only dangler I leave hanging. Everybody else does not get a hanging anymore. You just get a bye-bye, a cut rope. Bye, Emily Jones. Have a great day, honey bunny. So that's it. That's it. I'm done. Here's the thing. I'm a pretty cool person. Like, I think I'm fun. I'm loyal. I protect. I love with all my heart. And I do the best that I can. I've gotten really busy lately, so my friendships are failing. But you know what? The ones that love you stay. Right, Deb? Didn't you say that? What was that thing you put up the other day? The friends that stay are your true friends. The ones that leave you are the friends that were using you for something. So, yeah. Whose husband isn't dangling? Does anybody have a husband not dangling from the tightrope? I would love to know. Yes, you're dangling. Where are you going? Can you stop off at CVS for me? I need some Monostat 7. Bluetooth, 7 days. 7 day. Suppository. It can be, oh shit. Bluetooth! 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 I did it. Till the end. Right? I mean, my friends can, you know what? That's Chelsea's fault, Candace. That's Leslie's fault. That's Chelsea's fault. And that's fucking everybody else's fault that remembered and didn't alert me. I am a busy motherfucker. All you do is cut hair and try to survive. That's it. Look over your shoulder every 2 seconds. So Tammy fucking lost me too. That was fucker. Who is in charge of the birthday list? Leslie, it's your fault. For fuck's sake, y'all left me hanging. I failed. I'm busy. I don't remember things. I barely remember it's Dan's birthday. No, Mikey. I'm feeling it, but my itch, I really got an itch. I really truly have an itch. And it might lead me straight to the, anyhow. Yes, I was an asshole. And at least I own it. And I'm still placing blame on the fucking people who knew and didn't tell me. Shit. What the hell? Sleepy. What the fuck? What are you doing? He's been dangling for decades. So yes, and I love that. I saw that this morning. I saw the thing is true friends are always there. True friends are always there. The ones who use you leave. And that hit hard. I had this heifer using me for over a year, about a year, using me, abusing me, and I was too stupid to see it. So cut me some slack, people. I'm human, and I don't remember things. The heifer has drained my soul, as well as Dan. So you have to understand that. My life is fucking chaotic. Half the time, I don't even know what day it is, what year it is, and who I am. I don't. It's really serious. And then there's other days I just don't want to know who I am, and I try to avoid it at all costs. Or just my life in general. I feel sorry for myself. I'm dangling, Candace. But fuck you, Chelsea. I am not getting my fucking belly button pierced again. Do you know what happens with old women? Let me tell you, the skin starts hanging differently. There's no elasticity. The collagen is being sucked out of our bodies. I don't know where and how and who's sucking it, but it goes. My fucking belly button, when I had it, I looked in the mirror one day with my nipple rings and my fucking belly button ring, and I said, who are you? You're 46. You're not 18 no more. Get that shit out of your body. Look at the way that belly button's hanging down. You're old as fuck. Abort the piercings. I mean, they were kind of cute in my boobies. My belly button needed to go for sure because it was hanging. And I replaced it with a small, cute little button too, but it just looked like, it just was time. But I should have kept the nips. I didn't have rings. I had cute little studs. They made them look so cute. They were cute. I thought they were cute. You had a tongue one? Wow, I couldn't have done that. Papery, yeah, loose. I mean, I saw a minute, I was like, what the hell? I know, and then one day I was on my back and Dan said, where'd they go? Where did what go? Your piercings. Oh yeah, I took those fuckers out like last week. Why? He liked them. He really did. You had your tongue pierced too, Deidre? That doesn't surprise me. No. No hood piercing. Nobody was gonna get. Do you know how they pierce that? Vandelby. You do? In your tongue? The nips were for Dan. He loved them. He loved them. Every time I got a piercing, Dan was like, why'd you do that? But yet he was walking around with a stiff one, you know? Let's go. Anytime. That shit turns him on. He does. Yeah. No way I would never do it. Plus, why do you get a tongue piercing? Yes, I felt weird in my 40s having it. Now I see these women, and more power to the people who have them. Women, I'm not bashing you, but I look at it and I go, oh, girl. Maybe I am judging a little bit, but probably I am. Let's be real, Danielle. It's a judgment. But yeah, I couldn't do that. Yes, it's for oral. What the fuck would I get a tongue ring for? I wasn't trying to pleasure anybody else. Could you imagine? Look, honey. He would have liked it. No way. And sometimes I think, like these women, I see them in their 50s and 60s, and I mean, at some point we have to embrace the age, like in some times you have to just be like, girl, it's okay. It's not right. It's just, no, it's not right. Get the fucking thing. It's sagging. That big old fucking mobile, the things, what are they called? Mobiles? Mobile, the kids shit, and it's not even like a cute little ring, it's a fucking charm. It's a fucking wind chime hanging from their belly button. And their top lip of the belly button's like dragged down to their clitoris. Girl, that's not cute. It's time to abort the chandelier hanging from your belly button. You know them, you know what I'm talking about. It's a wind chime. That shit, the end of the fucking charm is hanging close to their fucking knees because everything is so, there's no elasticity. It's old. We get old skin. Yes, me too, Deidre. You take that shit out. It really doesn't look good anymore. I'm sorry. Mine was drooping and I had a little ball in there. Fuck. And it's not like cute. Fine, you want to embellish and you want to hold on to some youth or some sex or some sexiness or whatever. You go, girl. But don't put the fucking wind chime in. Don't put the fucking wind chime in. Keep it simple. A little stud. Make a pink stud. I don't know. Blue, black for your soul. I don't know, but get the fucking chime out. Hey, Lair. So I felt that way. And I wasn't showing my shit off. But naked and underneath my clothes, I felt like I was a deviant. I felt like I was acting like I was somebody who I was not, because I am not a sex demon. And I felt like nipple rings gave a false reality. I didn't give two shits about that, come on. But anyway, I did. I laughed. Every time I saw my nipples, I was like, look at me. Sorry, Dan. But no, seriously. Seriously. Who am I? What day is it? Candace, happy birthday. I felt old. So I don't have a tramp stamp. I have side stamp. So it's not the tramp one in the middle, it's off to the side. Have I been to Sturgis? No. And God, I can only imagine the wind chimes hanging from belly buttons at Sturgis. Everybody, tell Candace happy birthday. Today is her birthday. I didn't miss it. Joke is on everybody else. It is today. There you have it. Could you imagine? Okay, I'm judging. I'm gonna own my judgment. Let me tell you, I cannot with these. Everybody give Candace a happy birthday. It's with the K. She will, C's are fine, but she'd prefer with the K. It's her birthday today. She is the ripe old age of 39 once again. Yes. So sing her happy birthday for me. Everybody thought it was, but I told everybody it was last week. It really wasn't, and I knew today was the day. So Leslie, Chelsea, y'all fucked up. Happy birthday, Candace. Hope you have a good one. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Candy Candy. Happy birthday to you, and many more. See? Did anybody give you that kind of a happy birthday? You have like 300 people wishing you a happy birthday, bitch. Don't forget it. I may be late, but I am worth the fucking wait. You're welcome. See, Michael gave you a happy birthday too in your family. See, that's the way you do it. I held off on purpose, just so you know. And many more on channel 44 in the back of the, I don't know. You know, Moneymaker, my middle son. Do I have a middle son? I do not. Sorry, Hannah. My son, my only son, his middle name is Joe. Did you know that? Andrew Joseph Salinger. Do you know what the Joseph is for? That's right, Montana. Joseph Montana. Joseph Montana Salinger. That's right. The goat. The goat. Dan's goat, anyway. So there you have it. Dan always said, this is what he said all the time in his life. He said, I want a Porsche. He bought one. I want a son. He did it. And if I have him, he's going to play football, which he didn't really want him to play football anymore because of all the, the statistical head concussions and, all that shit. And if I have a son, long live Joseph Montana. Yep. So he did it. I let him have it because all of my kids have middle names that are Moneymaker. I bet you didn't know this. So all my kids have sports middle names. Does anybody know that? Anybody know why they have sports middle names? Well, I'm gonna tell you. So, he was bitter. Number 1 wasn't a Joe. Number 2 wasn't a Joe. And number 3 finally was his Joe. So because he was in mourning and an asshole, because he didn't have a boy the first 2 times, he had to shove one in me the 3rd time. And I was getting ready to close up shop and he got me good. But I wouldn't change it in either way. However, at the time, I cried for like a month. Andrew knows it, I told him. So anyway, he decided because there was no boys at the time of the first 2, whoever the rookie of the year was at that point that I was squeezing them out, it was going to be. So Peyton Manning was the rookie quarterback at the time that I was pushing, squeezing, and getting her out, Jennifer. So she's Jennifer Peyton. And Hannah, at the time of her delivery and birth and shitting and all the fun stuff, the one that Dan says, he was dodging and weaving as I was firing my little nuggets of shit. And I was doing that on purpose, by the way. So anywho, Peja Stojakovic was the leading scorer on the Kings. Anybody remember Peja? And I remember at the time the Kings game was playing as I was squeezing her out. So she became Hannah Page. Now, no shit is sure as shit. Dan wanted her to be Peja, literally, like Peja Stojakovic. And I said, over my dead fucking body, we will just shorten it to Page. So Hannah Page. So that's how it goes. That's a true, dad in mourning of no penis deliveries. And I did leave him on the second one. I left him. I said, get the fuck out. I'm not getting you home. I don't care how you get home. But you ever make me feel like I was the sole one responsible for putting a male in my body, you can fuck off. He made me feel like such a piece of shit. God, I hated him. He was so mean. Anyhow, beautiful story. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. The references to the squeezing out of the vaginas, the pooping and everything in between. I know, I have a way with words. So, I don't know. Anywho, yeah, and the boy. And the boy was a quickie. I remember I was like, all right, you got 30 seconds. Get it, do it, love it. And I think I'm getting close to my period. So with that, at the time I wasn't on birth control. And so, we were withdrawing. Well, we were supposed to withdraw. And it didn't work so well. So he took that as, what did you do? What do you mean, what did I do? As I'm jumping up and running to the toilet, jumping up and down, squeezing and pushing. But Andrew survived. He did. He made it to the finish line before I even had a chance to abort that mission. Sorry. Not a great method. And apparently, as Dan will say, I knew what I was doing. Yeah, of course. The first 2 times, apparently, he said I was the gatekeeper. So he blamed me for the first 2. Amy, what's the support in the labor room? Fuck. I mean, it's nobody can help us. The only people that can help us is the doctor to give us pain and numb our fucking aching bodies. But Dan almost missed the birth of his son, He was outside in the waiting room talking to his partner, the one we don't talk about anymore. You know what I mean? No, Dan was an ass. Dan was an ass, you guys. He was an ass. And he's still an ass in many ways. I wonder where he gets that from. Huh. It's funny. The apple doesn't fall too far. It's a tongue twister day today from the tree. But you're right. I told him, I said, bruh, you are the shooter. You are the determiner. You give me the sex of the baby, right? It just penetrates the egg. And my job is just to protect it and to grow it. That's it. But I still love my son. Yes, I do. Do I love Dan? Some days it's questionable. But on the other days, I think I do. I mean, here's the thing. Let's be real. Would anybody waste their time in a loveless marriage? He drives me insane. I mean, hello? I probably drive him insane too. But, here's the thing. I would never be... What? I'm what? Well, oh, shit. Shit! I did it again. But you know what? I'm not going to care that I say that. Sometimes it takes people 3 to 4 years to see what's right in front of their face and realize they deserve happiness. Is that okay? Way to call me out, fuckers. Anyhow, I guess people do live in loveless marriages. They live in sexless marriages, and they live in marriages that fail, and they just carry on life in the same house as roommates and meander and philander outside on each other's selves, with themselves. I don't know. Anywho, you know what I mean. No, I would not spend life in a loveless marriage. For myself, fine. I'll speak to myself. For myself. Myself only. I would never spend 30 years of my life invested in a man who was unworthy of me. He's an ass, but aren't we all? I know he loves me. He's been loyal, I think. I mean, he gave me 3 bratty ass kids. He gave me a decent life, I guess. And then now he gave me Ed and a platform. So I have to forgive him for all his failures. You know, here's the thing. You know, the grass is not always greener over there. Could I find somebody who treats me differently and puts me on a pedestal, rubs my hair every 2 seconds, kisses my hand, and opens my doors? I'm sure I could. But then there's other issues. You know, there's other issues. I just stick it out. I'm in for the long haul. The long haul. What would annoy you? The loveless marriage? Except when the health department's called. For what? Who? What? What happened? But what? Everything wears off. Newness. You know, there was a time. Oh yeah. It would annoy me too, Heather. I'm just saying. Like, I don't know if I could do that. Like, sometimes I would, just do something. You know, take over this task. Can you do the insurance? Why do I always have to do it? It's a fucking annoyance. I hate doing shit. Can you share some duties? You know, like that stuff. But I would not want my hair touched all the time. I would not want my hand held all the time. I'm just not a touchy. He's pushed me away from being touchy-feely. By the way, now he's touchy-feely, and I'm like, get the fuck away. I used to be the needy one touching. I used to be the touching needy, the needier toucher. And he would push me away. I don't have time. You know, no. I don't like that. Abort the mission. And now he pushed me away into non-touching person. And now he wants to touch all the time. And he says, why can't you be more lovable? Why can't you touch me? They flip. They flop. They flip-flop. You what? How did I get this way? Huh? Who? Me? Bruh. Yeah. Girl. I can't do this shit anymore. Bruh, you want me to take you down a trip to memory lane? Because I got it all right here. I got timelines, I got times, I got dates, and I got every fucking PTSD moment right here. He did, Richard. I don't even know where it was. My husband, I would say, is more flawed than I am. I'm just going to say it that way, and I'm going to stand by it. Oh no! What happened? About grass on the other side after 3. I'm so lost. My late husband he unalived himself. Oh, I could never, you know, I had a dad that tried to unalive himself. I never forgave him because, I mean, I did forgive him. That's a lie. I did forgive him because I realized that he didn't, you know, he did the best he could. I would be so angry. I think I really would if my husband did that. I think I would be so angry and pissed off. I was that way with my dad for a while, but, you know, for different reasons, selfish reasons. You know, I think it's a very selfish thing to do. And this is not an opinion thing. This is not, you don't have to agree with me. I don't care if you disagree with me. I've been through it. I felt it. I have my own feelings about it, but this is not up for debate. I'm just saying. I was angry at my dad for a long time because I thought, how fucking selfish of you. You know, all we ever wanted was you to love us and to be here and support us. We wanted your hugs, we wanted your kisses, and we loved your support when you were able, right? And it was really selfish of me to be angry with him. I realize that now, right? So I've let it go because I get now that he couldn't handle the pain anymore. I still think it's selfish, right? I'm still not going to change my opinion on that. I do still believe it's very selfish for somebody to do that and do that to their family. However, yeah. But I have forgiven him because I know I wasn't him. I know he struggled his whole life. He, you know, he ran away from his demons. He never faced them. He always felt bad and guilty for not being enough, you know, for not being enough. But I said this, and I said this at my dad's wedding. No, I did. I did it for myself because, as I've gained more wisdom, I've realized that, he has his own feelings. And he is right to believe the things he believes, right? You can't change that. But he had an illness that also gave him conflictions, and didn't make him see that he was good enough. And I said that. I said that at my brother's wedding. I said, I wish he were here today and could hear and see that he was good enough. He was good enough for all of us. And he took himself away from us, the three of us, And that is so selfish for us and for him, because he could have been so much different and so much happier with seeing the progression of his family, those things, creations that he helped create. But with mental illness, they don't always see it the same way. So I've learned to forgive. But damn it, I wish he could have seen how important he was. I wish he could have seen the pain and the sadness he's inflicted on us for not being here. That is far worse than his neglect of the things he felt was strong enough, So I'm sorry to go on that, but I just want you to know I get it, and I'm sorry. I would be lost too, especially with my life partner. It's hard enough when a parent takes their own life, but when a life partner does it, and you think you guys are gonna, get ill together and die together, but then they end their life quicker because, what the fuck? What the fuck? How are they that miserable? But you have to remember it wasn't you. Now, that's one thing you have to remember. It wasn't about you. It was about him. It was about his pain that he couldn't escape. It was about his pain that he couldn't get away from. It was dragging him down. And his pain was so painful that he had to end his own life. No, it wasn't you. And it's okay to be angry at him. You have every right to be angry at him. I'm still traumatized, of course. I lost my mom to cancer. And then I lost my dad. Well, he attempted to take his life and survived. And then eventually the bullet killed him 2 years later. So yes, that's a huge trauma. That will always stay a trauma in my brain. But it's how you manifest that. And it's how you learn to accept it and know that it wasn't me. It was him. It was selfish. But there was nothing that any of us could have done. I just wish he loved enough, to hold on a little bit longer. That's it. My feelings. I'm entitled to them. And yes, traumatized is accurate. Who isn't traumatized when they lose a parent? Anybody? You're going to say you're not traumatized with losing a parent? Or not having a mom that stood by your side, or a father, or, you had bad experiences with either. That's a trauma. We all develop traumas in our in our fucking lives as children. It doesn't matter how much you try to move on from them, they're still there. You don't ever forget. You don't ever forget. We're all traumatized. We all have PTSD from something that happened in our childhood. Something in our childhood has careened itself throughout our life and has created anxiety from us. Everything is done and formulated in our brains by the time we were 7 years old. Seven. Yeah, and Sam, I'm sorry, and for somebody who has been there and been close to unaliving themselves, I can't imagine the pain. I can imagine it based on, my communications with my dad, and I saw it. He was bipolar, never diagnosed, maybe he was, but just didn't tell anybody, and treated himself with medication and alcohol. I never knew he was a pill popper. I never knew. I didn't know, right? I knew he drank, and he just was not strong enough for himself. He wasn't strong enough for his family. He ruined, and I don't even think my mom was good for him. They weren't good for each other. But his second wife was a fucking amazing woman, and he sabotaged that. And if she couldn't get him help or give him the strength, nobody was. That woman, the mother of my brothers, y'all, I can't explain to you how much that woman means to me. She's like one of the most amazing women that I have ever met in my whole fucking life. My whole fucking life. I've cried with her and told her how much I look up to her. I'm not even half the woman she is. The sacrifices she has made for my brothers, the life that she has taught them, the life she has given them, the love, I'm all alone. She is, and I tell her this all the time. I always say, God, I wish I was half the woman you were. And she gets upset when I say that. And she always says, you're so special. But she is. She's an amazing soul. And I am lucky to have had a relationship with her. And I thank her for having my brothers. I thank her for having dealt with my dad all those years. And she fought for him. She loved him. So it's a very different story for me. I wanted to do it after between me. Oh, Sam, I know. And you just get low, you know? I mean, the drugs and the alcohol in and of itself put you in a weaker frame of mind, right? And so when you're in those lows and that extreme pain, you know, I bet it's just an unstoppable feeling of just, I can't do it anymore. I get it. I can see it, you know? I can see it because I saw my dad. You know, I saw my dad suffer. I saw my dad in pain. I wouldn't hear from my dad, you know? Only time I would hear from him, well, I lie. Because my dad, when my stepmom came into the picture, she made him call me every Sunday, right? Made him hold up his standard as of a father. She said, nope, not going to happen. Under my watch, you will have a relationship with your daughter. So it's oftentimes, like, I remember now, she would call him. She would be the one to call me and say, oh, here's your dad, right? Holy crap, right? You know, she did some amazing things. She tried. She's still very close with that side of the family. They divorced. He sabotaged the marriage. Drinking, drugs, women. And you know, just, it was, the whole family mourned because everybody loves Babs. Well, he fucked it up, and that was the big thing, I think. Why is your name showing the Real Salinger Farm? The Real Salinger Farm is going to be my new website that has clothes. Life is sad, y'all. People struggle, you know, and that's why I feel like, you know, hate is so ugly. It's so sad in a world where people, you know, have mental illness, and we talk about it today, and we struggle, and we try to maintain our sanity and our livelihood based on what we've experienced and the traumas that we've had, you know, in our life, whether we've been raped, abused, you know, lost parents, have sick children, are sick yourself. I mean, life is too short to be mean to people, you know? I've had both of my parents die, one end of the spectrum from one another, cancer, ravaged, just eaten alive by that fucking disease. And then I've had one take his own life because he felt pain, sadness, and he couldn't escape it any longer. Yeah, Sam, and you're in a good place, I think, you know, because you're going to struggle for the rest of your life. You know, it's always there. Addiction's always there, right? And those feelings of depression and worthlessness and whatever you experience, you know, they're going to ebb and flow. They're going to peak and then they're going to go away. And it's important you surround yourself with people who can lift you up and support you.
That's why I want this, That's why I want this platform. That's why I want to create a place that's happy. I tried to do that with the Zoom. I thought this is a great opportunity. Nobody does that. Let's do a chat room. Let's bring people together and have a community where people can support one another, can appease their loneliness and keep them occupied when they feel alone, or cheer them up when they're depressed. And it just doesn't work that well. But I tried and failed multiple times. But I can't control people, and I can't control, but I did try. I thought it was a great idea. And the heifer came up with that heifer on my side. But yeah, I can tell you would go to the end of the earth for my husband. I love my husband. He's, like I said, I love him. And that's why I have stayed with him, right? And most of us who fight till the bitter end, he put me through some shit, man. He put me through some shit with his own addictions. The heifer. What are we talking about, Chris? But I loved him. And through, the love got us through, or we wouldn't be here today. And yeah, anger is really hard to get by, but it's a work in progress. Little by little, I'm getting rid of anger, like with my dad. Never had any with my mom. Got rid of anger with Ed. He still triggers me, but the anger is gone. I've released it. I don't think I've forgiven it. I think I've just released it because I can't change the past. I can only go forward. So, you just got to do, yeah. Linda. A lot of people use the fern to get through, right? And, is it addictive? I don't know. I think it's more habitual, right? I don't know. It could be addictive. I'm trying to be married, definitely put each other through it. EMDR. So interesting that you said that, Stephanie. My brother has done that. One of my brothers. And he's learned a lot from that. Like, he's learned what his traumas were. You know what I mean? He never knew, because he would think about, like, yeah, it was a trauma when dad shot himself, right? But he was like 8. So his traumas had already been established in his brain before the suicide attempt. So, and it's stupid shit, right? Like one of the traumas that came forth in the EMDR stuff, was, he was jumping on the bed, with my dad and his brother's older. And he fell on Matthew, and Matthew started crying because he was a crybaby when he was younger. And my dad got really mad at Mikey. That was a trauma. It doesn't have to be an extreme, physical, verbal thing. It just is something like that. And the way my dad, got mad at him, and it was like everything. And it was like he began to think that he wasn't worthy enough, right? He wasn't worthy enough. He wasn't strong enough. He was always, cast aside. Like, and it wasn't even anybody telling him that. It was what he fucking, what those experiences with getting in trouble from my dad. It's very interesting. Yeah, I bet. Like the EMDR, like I'd be so fascinated to see if Dan did it. Like, I think Dan would benefit from that therapy. And it takes a while. Like, you just don't go straight into it, right? I know from my brother, he did it, and it was like a whole bunch of shit before they started it's like a brain spot, they get to the point of the root of the issues and the PTSD and the traumas that we adolescents have coined traumas in our head. Yeah, I would do all-inclusives. If you drink, Chantel, if you guys like to eat, I would do all-inclusives, definitely, because it's cheap. Okay. Me and Dan went to sorry, I just kind of went, phew, squirrel. Dan and I went directly, when we went one time for Jennifer for her senior trip, we stayed on the marina, and we did it for really cheap, actually. And we drank, but, and we ate. And it was actually probably cheaper for us to not do an all-inclusive. But if you do with a family, then you do it that way. Anyhow, so yes, a corn dog. Margarita and a corn dog, huh? So yeah, so a therapy is good for the soul, I think. Therapy is good for the soul. It's important, I think, in order to grow as a person, to get in touch with your inner like traumas. And most of us don't remember or have any idea where those came from. So that's kind of crazy too. So anywho, it's a type of therapy where it's kind of like, I don't really want to say it's like, is it like brain spotting? Where they kind of zone in. I've never done it, so I'm not a psychological expert on it, but I just know that it really kind of gets to the root of the problem. Hello from Reno. How's it freezing up there? Do we argue when we drink sometimes? No, because we don't really drink. Like, he'll have 2 beers, I'll have 2 glasses of wine. That's about it. So, neural pathways, yeah. EMDR. So no, we're not fight. I mean, we bicker. Dan and I don't really fight. We bicker. We're the bickering couple. We've always bickered. We just always like, whatever. You're annoying. You're annoying. Well, you're stupid. Well, so are you. You had a snow. Oh shit. Yeah, we don't fight. Like, I'm trying to think what our last fight was. Our last fight, what was it about? I can't even think. Something recently, but I can't even. Reprocesses the traumatic memory from right and left. And even classifies them, right? Like you figure out what your PTSD moments are. Why is he dangling from a thread? Because he's always been dangling. He still hasn't gotten up the dangle since, all the trauma he put me through in our beginning of our marriage. So at any moment I can cut the cord. Holiday plans. We did bicker about that, but that was a long time. The first, it wasn't even that. No, something recently. Come on, Zoom. You should know better. You should know. Last fight was hemorrhoids. Oh, I was pissed off about that. I was really pissed off about that. When he didn't bring home my preparation H. Yeah, that pissed me off. Bye, Linda. Hi, Jack. Why are you saying Jesus H. Christ? JFC. Get it right. Hi, Tim. How are you? Dan put me through trauma. Yeah, he did. He's a trauma. Yeah. So, hemorrhoids. When I needed my cream and he came home without it, and I was so. Daisy, I have touched on it. It is my trauma. I think when I talked about it the last time, he was a little upset about it, just because, he has things that maybe he's not so open to talk about, and I'm just like, well, I'll tell you. You know what I mean? Like, no big deal for me because it's my trauma. But let's just say Dan was very selfish at the beginning of our marriage. He did go through bouts of addictions, several different addictions that continued for a long time, and then led up to, a heart attack and, a seizure and then a heart attack. And then, yeah, so there's a lot of things that happen. Every marriage has their bumps in the road. He's grown up a lot, but still has a lot more growing up to do. Yeah, Brie. And that's the thing is that, diapers. Shit, I need to wear diapers. I don't think Dan's mad at me for not wearing leak protection. And just different things throughout, like when I had babies and when I was pregnant, he would leave and just go out and party. And, he did what he wanted to do, and those to me are my traumas and and bad experiences with addictions and, pretty much leaving me to, raise my children by myself, at those certain times. I'm starting a business, a law firm, got really big and they made a shit ton of money. And, he was just in his own world while I was at home with the kids and raising a family. I was a mom with a bank account. That's what I was. I was a mom with a bank account. And I did it. I survived. I had to learn how to sink. I was either going to sink or swim, and I was sinking. And so I just decided to pull up my big girl panties and just live my life and raise my kids. And did I feel I could fix them? I think every woman thinks they can fix their man. I think every woman thinks they can fix him. But I have realized he is beyond fixing. You can't fix somebody that doesn't want to be fixed or doesn't see the things in which they need to be fixed. Bye, Slick. And so I did it. And then I had kids who became soccer people, and I was traveling with them, and he stayed at home and did his own shit. And I learned to live independent. I learned to just kind of cohabitate with love, but I cohabitated. Yeah, I mean, it's not always been easy. And, here I am today, still here. Fucking trauma and all. Marriage trauma. But I love them, And I think sometimes my kids, Jennifer, and she said she's never been mad at me, but I feel like she looked down on me for staying. She thought that was a weak. And she the other day, she's like, I know you think that, but I never did that. I never really thought that way. She said, I know you think I thought that, but I didn't. She goes, because I always said, I think she thought that I was a weak individual for staying and putting up with so much and, dealing with what I dealt with. But in the end, she said, no. She goes, I know you say that, and it really makes me mad because I never thought that. So it's all about him, nothing about you. Wanda, yeah, honey, sweet pie. At that moment, it was all about him. And it wasn't about me because I was the one staying home raising the kids. So what's your problem, girl? I'm not quite sure what you're trying to get at. I think, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Has it made me bitter? Have I had anger, through, those times? Yeah. And I've had to let go of a lot of anger if I want my marriage to work, right? Or else we can't be together. Self-righteous personality. Got another positive person here. And tell the world their personal business. Well, yet, Sarah, here you are listening. It's kind of interesting you say that. They're coming out now, I know. How can I get her to see? Please are stuck on here or leave. Exactly. Like, people have invested in me, Sarah, as one of them. And they have gotten to know me and appreciate it and want to learn more about my relationship with my family. And why is that so threatening to you? I don't think it shows a sign of strength when you can talk about yourself and your flaws. Sorry, you can't see that. Oh, thank you, Elle. It sucks, but it makes us stronger. And I do believe that. Like, I have anger. There is anger that I'm still working through, right? Because how do you not develop anger when you're not happy, right? At the time. And I was waiting for him to make me happy. Wanda being all passive aggressive. Not trying to say anything, but what are your issues? Oh, girl. I really hate people that can't see, a lot of deflection going on. A lot of deflection in yourself. And that's really sad because, I'm not saying anything, but you did. But yet I just want to know where your issues were. At the time, honey, sweet pea, my issues were that I wanted a husband, right? I wanted somebody to help me raise the kids and not do it all alone. Was that so horrible? Bye, Chantel. Yeah, no. But in the end, thank you, Penny. Good luck. Yeah, don't be passive aggressive. It's ugly. And I don't put up with passive aggressiveness. I don't need the view of negativity. I want the people who are here and actually enjoy what I have to say and learn from it. If you can't learn from anything I say or empathize or say, oh my God, girl, me too. How did you do it? You don't need to be here. Plain and simple. So yeah, I don't know how I got through those times. I mean, I think back now, 49-year-old me thinks back and I think, God, bitch, you were a strong ass bitch. You were weak, but you were strong, because I don't know if I would have the same strength today to get through what I got through then. Does that make sense? I don't know. It's really weird because I'm stronger in myself, right? In so many ways, right? I was such a weak individual, right? I mean, doesn't it make sense? It's so weird, right? It's like I couldn't do what I did then. I am much stronger now, but in a different way, a better way, I think. Because if I was this way back then, I don't know if we would have been married. You know what I mean? So maybe it was good that I was weak in so many other ways, to be passive and to just not know. I was a young girl. I got married young. I had babies. My first baby was at 24, for Christ's sake. Dan has never sensitive. He's more emotional now than he ever was. So it's just crazy. It's like, could I have raised 3 kids by myself today? Fuck no. This is why we have them when we're young. So we don't remember, I couldn't do it today at 49. I mean, I'm done with my niece and nephews and I'm like, fuck, I'm exhausted. And I didn't even really do much. I couldn't do it. Had all my babies by the time I was 30 and I thought that was old. It was young. I was a baby. I mean, I look at my 24-year-old daughter today and I think, holy shit, I was a mom. I didn't watch the Beckham Night yet. I was a mom at your age. I was a baby. What did I know? My whole goal in life is to be a mom, and have a family, like this glorious family with, 2.5 kids and 2 dogs and a white picket fence and my fairy tale husband on the white knight, and boy, was that derailed. Did that derail so quickly. No, you weren't born. Fuck. I'm old as fuck. But yeah, I did it, you guys. And I think my kids I think now that they're older, they see a cool version, right? They see mom did it, she put up with it, and love gets you far in life. And sometimes it doesn't, right? Sometimes you don't. Sometimes love is not enough. But in our relationship, love was enough to get us here today. 20? Yeah, fuck. I thought I was a baby, We had so much more energy. Do sometimes people believe our destinies are already laid out for us? Do y'all believe that? Do y'all believe your destiny is already written in stone? I never believe that type of shit until I'm thinking, I think it's already predetermined. I think my shit was already predetermined. I do too. I don't know. It's weird. I never thought about that. That never even crossed my mind until the last couple of years. Divorce at 27 months. Oh God. Yeah. And ER nurse, people don't understand. 18. Yeah. Isn't that crazy, Jazzy? Me too. I mean, I've been with Dan forever. It feels like I feel like I was practically out of the womb, and I've never had any other relationship, really. I mean, I had some in high school, but not meaningful relationships. And so he's been my only person. So I encourage my kids, right? I do encourage my kids. Hannah's with her boyfriend and most likely they're going to get married. They've been together for 7 years. Jennifer is, no rush. She had a bad breakup, her first love, and it was god awful. And she's still recovering from that 5 years later. So she has a goal, and I always tell them it's okay. Play the field, know what's out there before you settle. It's sometimes not always, if it is, it is. Hannah, but see, it's so funny because I said, I told my kids, I said, it's so funny because she would have been one and done. Just like Hannah, just like her mom, one and done. It's kind of weird, Destiny? I don't know. It's weird. So weird. So weird. saved yourself a lot of trauma. Men are wild out there. I don't know if a man could handle me. You know, I giggle about that, and 17 is so young. Um, I am. I literally. It would almost be funny to see me in the dating world, you guys. It would almost be funny because this, bro, what? You want to, huh? Uh, what'd you say? Bruh, I can't. That's not fun. I don't think I can. I don't think I could do it. Good night, Boomba. I don't think I could do it. I just could not survive. So, that's another reason why I stick it out with Dan, man. I don't want to go out in the wait. And just kidding jokes. Ha 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 ha. No, thank you. Like, even Jennifer's like, it's small pickings out there. Like, it's not. She has her fun, I think. But I couldn't imagine. So those of you that are out there playing the field and getting on like Donkey Kong, how do you do it? I would have issues. I just don't think, like, I don't know. What would my type be? What would my type be? Like, would I have to go like younger? I don't think I could handle younger, right? Meaning the lack of intelligence. And I've really not met like a younger person that has sounded intelligent to me. So then would I have to go older? But I mean, I don't know. I'm very judgy. I really am judgy. I mean, I do say that, but I try to be judgy with an open mind. Does that make sense? I'm judgy with an open mind. I don't know. An Italian stallion. That's right. So I giggle sometimes about that. I'm like, God, what would I look for? Like, we all know what Dan would look for. Come on. Yes, my judgment is very, like, it's for very, like, if something happened to Dan, right? Or I just said, get the fuck, I cut the cord and he fell. I think that, you want something different. You would do younger? I would do younger, but I don't know if I would stay with the younger one. Get it? Anyhow. I would do younger. I might do younger just for the shrill of it, but, by Stephanie. But I wouldn't, I don't think I could stay with a younger mentality. I would have to go somewhat, but do I go somebody my age? I don't know. I think about those things. Carrie, oh, sweet pie. Younger do want me, girl. I'm sorry, maybe they don't want you, but I get hit on a lot by younger men. I do. Just the facts. You see this? It's easy to love. All of it. Leaks and all. But Carrie, try to be more positive. Maybe that's why you don't attract the younger folks, is because you just spend life bitter. I don't know. God, the audacity of people. The younger people don't want you. Let me tell you a real story, Carrie. Back in the day, my daughter's friends, 24-year-olds, and they were 19 and 18, they used to come over because they called me the MILF. They loved to be around me. And that was like when they were 18, 19, 20, 24, they still call me the hot mom. How's your mom still so hot? That's right. Sorry, you never experienced that? I did. 24. 18. Actually, it started when they were 18. I was much younger then. But it's fine. They still find me attractive. Anywho. And you know what, Carrie? It's not that I really care. But you just made some ugliness came out of me. So I just had to give you the real deets, girl. Anyhow, it's fine. I don't care. It's not something that I, thrive off of or live off of. I don't think like another one for Danielle, 45 and under. It's fine. I just, I have to be ugly back because that's just what I do. I can't hit 20, but you guys are talking to me and I can't stop. I gotta work out and I'm just sitting here. Oh shit. You started watching me because you look like your ex? The ex that you wanted to end your life with? Sam. I know. That's so crazy to me, Eddie. That is so disgusting. Could you imagine as a middle school teacher? Y'all, that's just wrong. Like, I can't. What's the mentality for that? That's like way too young. I don't even know if I could shimmy with a 24-year-old at 49. Like, I couldn't even shimmy with the 24-year-old. I'd be like, can we have the lights off and don't touch? Could you imagine? No. Maybe if I was highly intoxicated. No. I'm too embarrassed. Like, 24 body and 49 body are two different entities. Tight, taut, and voluptuous. This side is loose, wrinkled, and hanging. I've had babies, your nips change. They get a little bit bigger, they get a little bit different looking. The down below changes after 3 kids. No, look at me now. No, it just wouldn't happen. I mean, for a 50-year-old, I think I look okay. I could be better, but yeah, this is not going to be seen by anybody 30 and under. Not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Abort the mission. Everything changes. There's not enjoy it now because at 75 there's nothing. We just get dressed in the dark at that point. Don't touch, don't look, don't even peek. This shit is not cute. I'm hanging low. The saggy labia and the nipples that are hanging. Yeah, no. Anywho, I gotta go. I'm out. Because this conversation is still going. It's just gonna go further. Anyhow. In the closet. In between your clothes. Don't look! Kitty, get out! For nobody's eyes only. Yeah, anyhow. Plastic surgery. I could never plastic surgery myself. I've never been under the knife. I've never been under. And this bitch is scared as fuck and she's a hypochondriac, so she ain't going anywhere. I'm weak. Anyhow, it's been fun. Deuces, motherfuckers. And remember, you are important, you worthy, and you matter. And your feelings are just that, yours. They are valid, but your reactions to them are not okay, right? Your reactions are not okay. Be well, be kind, and as always, love yourself. See you tomorrow.